I'd like to first go over to Dr. Lakshmi Ashwin, who's with us from the BJP. Dr. Lakshmi, thank you for joining us. Dr. Lakshmi, I want to understand from you, as our reporter who just joined us laid out for our audiences, this is a story where the young girl was joined by her parents, and both the parents and the young girl took a joint decision to not pursue any action. Is it a case of us disrespecting their wishes when we make this into a bigger deal?
I would like to describe the present ruling dispensation, that is the Congress government, has the callous, the most obdurate and the most incalcitrant behavior. The obdurate behavior shown by the Congress government is so obvious now. It is the people of Karnataka to see. See this. I would like to ask them one question. If it has happened to a girl from a minority community, would they have behaved? Would they have behaved the same, or would they have shown the same kind of obduracy for not acting deeply into it, for not thoroughly investigating about the issue, and just clearly shrug it away, shrug it off their shoulders, saying that it's simply just as happened inside the campus, and we BJP people, we are here to politicize the issue. We are not here to politicize the issue. We are actually here. We are the equal stakeholders, since because it's a social issue, social concern. Women's safety, internal security, and women modesty are the social issues, and we are so much concerned about that. When we were in the dispensation, we have taken utmost care about the women's safety and their modesty. Now, it is very clearly shown that the police, especially the Congress government, the Home Minister, the kind of statements he is making is totally so silly and ridiculous. The obdurate people, the perpetrators who have committed this mistake, they should be given the stringent punishment possible, because this shouldn't have happened. See, once again, as a part of their appeasement politics, they're paying very silent lip service now. They're not doing anything. They're simply sitting and watching, saying that it's just a college issue.
Okay,
college is a what if it is a college
ma'am,
issue?
I want to
Even if
understand
that
one
case
thing here,
also,
though.
women's
I want to
safety is
understand one
jeopardized,
thing. I want to
women
understand one
modesty
thing
is
from you here, ma'am.
jeopardized.
We know that two things were wrong. A, that the students even brought phones onto the college campus. That was not allowed. A, B, the fact that they were recording inside a washroom is a violation of anyone's
That is
privacy.
condemnable, yes.
Correct. But I do want to understand from you, ma'am, the same question I started with. If the girl and her parents have already decided, and I'm sure there was a long discussion before that there is nothing worth pursuing here with the police, who are we to tell them different? That's what I'm asking. Doctor, do you want to answer? Miss Ashwin? All right, I think we may have lost our connection with the, I think we may have lost our connection with the doctor. I'll check in right now to understand who else we have a connection with. Let's go over to our other guests to understand their perspectives on this. Mr. Upadhyay, I believe I still have you with us. Can you hear? Yes, all right. Mr. Upadhyay, you are a senior journalist. You are someone who is familiar with the politics of Karnataka, and I want you to come in here and give our audiences the context over here to what's going on. Of course, there is a newly incumbent Congress government. The Udupi region is a region, as we're telling our audiences, that is a region that has a history of communal politics, communal divisiveness at play, deaths that have taken place in the last few years, murders of members of different communities. Can you bring our audiences more context of some of the background here?
So yeah, I think this needs to be looked at very, very deeply, because till yesterday we were given to understand that there were some hidden cameras which were put in the washroom, and these three girls were behind it, and they had circulated it among their friends, especially boys, and they were being used for various activities. So this is what we are being told. Now Harish is today telling us what the police are telling him. There were no hidden cameras. They were not circulating anything, and it's just that they took some cameras to the washroom when one girl was there. They tried to take pictures, and then they said sorry, so come out. But if that is the case, where was the need for an FIR against these three girls? Where was the need for the college to suspend them? So I think there is more behind the scene than what is coming out now, because see this government motives are still suspect. Because now look at what it has been trying to do about the communal riots that took place in 2020. August 2020, DJ Hali and KJ, these places, There were, the MLA's house was burned down, the police station was burned down, and now the Parameshwara, the Home Minister, is saying that we'll review these cases. We want to withdraw those cases.
Okay.
So, these are the cases which have been investigated by the NIA and which has even, filed the charge sheets.
Okay.
And these are very serious cases. And this is the attitude of the Home Minister. And regarding this Udupi case, he said, oh, it's just a prank which the students are bound to do.
Okay,
Is that the attitude
Mr.
that he has to
Upadhyay,
take?
just stay with us because I want to go over now
There
to
was
the
nothing in that.
Congress.
Why was there an FIR? If there was nothing in that, why did the police, why did the college management suspend them? Why did the police go after the Rashmi Sawant's parents? Rashmi Sawant was a former
She's
student
with us, yes.
activist of the Oxford University. She had put out a tweet, and based on that, they went to their parents' house and then harassed them. So where was the need for this?
Okay.
So I think there is much more than what meets the eye in the whole case.
Okay, sir, just stay with us for a second. I want to go over to Rashmi. She's with us right now. Rashmi Samant, you are, as RK Upadhyay just gave an introduction, you are an activist. You are someone who has talked very vocally about this entire story over the last few days. I want to come over to you with the first question here. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience? You've said the police came over, they harassed your parents. Talk to us about that. I'll then take further questions to you.
Well, all I did was put up a tweet based on information available in the local newspaper. So the local newspapers in Karnataka did report this crime on the 20th of July in a small column. I just thought that an apology in a case so severe was shady, and that's why I just questioned it, saying that there needs to be further investigation. The tweet went pretty viral, and the police landed at my house with no probable cause after sundown, which is very untoward because you're not supposed to land up at a lady's house after sundown without any probable cause. They land up and they have no questions per se. They're not saying anything about whether there's something wrong that I've written or if there's something that needs to be changed. They indulged in the regular intimidatory tactics. And it is also very concerning that an FIR was raised 8 days after the reported crime, and girls are now coming out from the college. You can find them giving statements to various Kannada news channels. They're saying the girls who go to that college are saying that this incident had happened 6 months ago as well, and that it was brushed under the carpet by college authorities. So this is a much severe crime. And it is very concerning that many people in very responsible positions are playing around words. It was simply said that the three girls tried to record another girl with cameras. So it was a camera in their phone, basically. Nobody used the word hidden camera. Now they're making this entire issue about hidden camera, which is a very specific thing that might have been fitted in. So the whole issue is not about it. You cannot find the word hidden camera in any of the tweets that have been made or any of the statements that's been made. The whole issue is about recording another female in the toilet without their permission.
Right, but Ms. Samant, isn't there, one second, I do want to ask you here, ma'am, there is obviously an element of social responsibility here, right? As you've told us, as our reporter told us who joined us a little while earlier, this is a highly communally sensitive region. It is a region where any story in which there is a religious minority involved is a story, as in a story where there is a religious majority involved, a story that we need to treat with a lot of sensitivity. Now, we've heard right now from the NCW's Khushbu, who said that wait for the investigation to finish, then we'll make any such conclusions.
Well, if I may come in, can I
Of
quickly
course,
come in?
please come in.
They did not start an investigation until we raised this issue continuously for 8 days. That is what we are having a problem with.
Correct.
That they did not start the investigation, and it took all of us to raise so much hullabaloo for them to start the investigation. The behavior from the police is extremely suspicious, and the community now wants judicial overview of the investigation, because the way the police has handled this is not the right way that any crime must be treated.
Okay, but